Have you ever had an idea that seemed like a really good idea at the time, but as time goes on, it just causes you a shit ton of grief and you have all of the regrets over this idea that you thought was a great idea when you first had it? Yeah, that's what this was. So I started filming this back in April, I believe it was. I was 20 weeks pregnant. I filmed a whole intro and everything, and I had to scrap it because 1, it was out of focus. 2, it was my first video I'd done in a long time, so I had some very hyperactive energy going on. 3, I looked like a genuine crackhead. Okay, I'm gonna put a little still image here of what it was like. It was a time. So here we are, we're gonna do this again. Like I said, I filmed this in April. It is now December, and we're just getting around to posting this. But this goes back even further. I started thinking about this idea December of last year for Couchmas 2024. This is a year-long bad idea that I've had. I had the bright idea to wrap up my entire TBR. All of the books. I think it ended up being like 187 books. I was like, I'm going to wrap this so I can incentivize myself to read some of these books that have been on my TBR since at least 2016, I think was the oldest one. That's almost 10 years. So I was like, girl, you gotta do something. You have to do something about this. You have to like actively choose these books that you just keep avoiding for some reason, but won't get rid of because you have a thing about not unhauling. I have the space for the books, and I don't like to get rid of the books because what if I want them one day? It has happened. I have had favorites that sat on the TBR for a long time because I'm just a dummy sometimes, I guess. Anyways, I decided I was going to wrap all of them, and it was going to be a Couchmas 2024 video. I got pregnant, so I did not complete Couchmas 2024, and then I finally had the energy around 20 weeks in April to do this. That video sat for months, and I started editing it in November. So here we are. We're doing the damn thing. I'm Zoe. Welcome back to my channel, Zoe's All Booked. If you're new here, welcome to the shit show, and welcome to day 4 of Couchmas. What day is it? Holy shit. I'm at the beginning of the month and I already don't even know. Day 3. Oh my goodness. Day 3 of Couchmas. If you don't know what Couchmas is, it's a series of 31 videos in 31 days that I try to do every December. Keyword try because I have never actually completed all 31 videos, or I've gotten pregnant. I think half of the Couchmases. Are you okay? Oh, what was I saying? Couchmas, getting pregnant. Oh yes, one of the results of that just fell down and hurt himself. Anyways, I have either gotten pregnant or I have had a newborn. This year is no different. I have a 3-month-old, but I have more free time. Weirdly. It's a whole other thing I can explain in the comments if you want me to. But we're going to finish Couchmas this year. We're doing it. So, back to the wrapping of the books. I had some ongoing technology issues for the past couple years. If you've been around on my channel, you'll know how fucking egregious this has been. Oh my goodness. Turns out it was the power cable the whole time. I got a new power cable. I went and got a diagnostic done and I got everything. It was a power cable. I've gotten a new one. It's been good. Which means I'm going to start doing live shows again. Yeah? Yeah, let's do lives. Let me know in the comments if that's actually something that you would want to do, like productivity sprints, reading sprints, just hang out and chit chat with me because I'm bored and I need adult interaction because I have 4 young children. You know the drill. So when I finally got around to editing this video, I was hit with the reality that I had almost 5 hours of footage to get through. So I put it off until November, and here we are. Let's get into this. Some of these are like chit-chatty, some I'm just going to speed right through. I'm going to show you all of the books, the name and the title. I'm not going to talk about what they are because this would have been an 18-hour long video instead of a 5-hour long video. I think I actually got it down to like an hour and a half. So get cozy, get a drink, get a snack, put on some comfy ass PJs because this is Couchmas, and that's what we do here. Get a blanket and start the movie because this is a feature-length film. Holy shit. If you saw the December TBR, these are the books that are wrapped up. This child is crying! I gotta go get him. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a new kind of format that I did. Very silly. Let me know what you think. Take it away, Past Zoe, you dumb bitch. First up, we are going fully out of order because this was on my desk first, and I don't feel like finding the spot it's supposed to be. But we've got The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I started reading this. I got about halfway through. I got spoiled for how it actually ends about 10 pages into it because I wanted to look something up, and then that freaking Google AI summary just spoiled the whole thing. And I was looking up something that was completely unrelated to what the ending was supposed to be. So it's not that I lost interest, but like I kind of lost interest, but I want to finish it because I want to see how it gets to that point. But I will be getting to this at some point, clearly. Maybe I should open this first. Also, full disclosure, I fucking suck at doing this shit. So, it is what it is. It doesn't need to be perfect. Come on. No one else is going to actually see the back of these books except me. First one, I'm already fucking done with this tape. Okay, I have this thing. And I need somebody smarter than me to figure this out. I think we could take over the entire world with this idea. It's 2025. Why do we not have tape? Especially packing tape like this, that when you cut it, the end changes to a different color, so you can see where the fuck the end is. And you're not dicking around with it for 18 years. Why do we not have that? If we have that, somebody direct me to it, because I need it in my life. I'm fucking sick of this tape. And we have a metric fuck ton of these rolls, because my husband's always packing stuff to ship it. Like antique advertising signs is what he does. So we have so much of this fucking shit. I need regular fucking scotch tape or something. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This happens every year at Christmas, at birthdays. I start wrapping and I'm like, I know what I'm doing here. I figured out by the end, but like, I actually don't know what I'm doing. The ugliest wrapped package I ever did see. Because I'm done with wrapping that shit right now. These kids are screaming, and I need to wrap this up. Pun not intended. I'm going to do all of them, and then I will number them after. So I don't know what the order is, because it's going to be alphabetical order, and I'm going to remember that shit. But I'm going to do them all, I'm going to shuffle them, and then I'll number them, so it's completely random. But I will get back to this when they're not building trains and being absolute adorable little demons up there. Because it's too loud, and it's going to get fucking annoying watching back, editing, you guys watching. So I'm gonna do something else for now. And we'll come back to this after. Are you kidding me? I sit down, and then the kids start coming downstairs. They haven't moved from the bed in so long. It's been several days since the last time I did this. I don't even remember which one. Frida McFadden, maybe? I'm gonna try and get one or two of these done. Also, we found out on Friday, it's Sunday now, I don't need to get a new shirt. We're having a fourth boy. I will have 4 teenage boys at once in the next decade. I'm just going to buy a whole Costco. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. That's so much smarter than the way I did it last time. Scissors are dirty, so I'm going to use baby kid scissors. That's why the book not... Oh, these are the worst. Okay, there we go. Totally forgot to do this. Children of Vengeance and Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. I'm trying to remember what the fuck I said. Yeah, okay, so if I get this book, I have to read the first book and then this one because I have a thing about rereading series before I get to the next book. I literally cannot just jump into this. It's been several years since the last time I read the first book, so it's going to be an interesting event. And the third book is out now too? I think. Is it a trilogy? Are there more books? I don't fucking know. I have not kept up with anything. The tape is right here. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought I had to run back upstairs and I was going to say that's it for today. Thanks for coming out. I'm not fucking doing that. Oh, yeah. There we go. Why did I not do this for the first one? No, this is so much nicer. So much better. Still a little boobly. Little Michael Bublé. Then we have There Goes the Neighborhood by Jade Adia. I'm very excited for it. I've been putting it off like an idiot. Beautiful. I'm gonna go see what the child needs. I'll be back in a hot second. He wanted cucumber and oranges, but he doesn't actually eat the whole cucumber or the whole orange. He eats the peel. Delicious and nutritious. Actually, it is really good for you, but delicious, not so much just that. Not too appealing. Next up is From Bad to Cursed by Katie Allender. I have the first book, Good Girls Don't Die. Bad Girls Don't Die. I read it years and years ago. I didn't realize that it had sequels. I think there might be another one after this too. I have no fucking idea. But it's a horror book, and, well, not a big fan of those. So here we are. I will be forced to read this at some point. I liked the first one, but I remember it scaring the shit out of me as a teenager. Next up is Daughters of Enri by Rennie K. Amayo. I've had this for a very long time. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it because of that cover. Bourgeois. I'm very excited for it. I just have been putting it off like an idiot. You're going to see a theme here, I think. Me being an idiot. Par for the fucking course. What really pisses me off about these little fucking scissors is I can't do the and glide it because it catches. So I have to do little bitch snips. We are rocking and or rolling with this. I'm going to try and finish the rest of this tonight because my husband is working on a fucking Sunday. Garbage. Full shift from 2:30 to 10:30 at night. Oh my god. It's double time, so like whatever. But I'm going to try and finish this tonight. Maybe tomorrow because it's almost April and I want to get this done so I can do my fucking April TBR. I haven't done TBR since November and I miss it. I need structure in my life. So I'm going to try and get this done. Next up, we've got Heart of Thorns by Brie Barton. Again, it's been around for a long time. I think this is a Fairy Loot one because like the sprayed edges. I think there's a, yeah, it's signed. Oops, beast. Boom. I've done my first batch. I'm not wrapping that one because I'm reading that one currently. I have decided that this one is not going to be included. Broken Monsters by Lauren Boykes. Couldn't fucking tell you. Also a horror, thriller, supernatural something. Based on the description, I don't think I'm super in the right headspace for this. Especially because like the endorsement here on the front, scary as hell and hypnotic. I couldn't put it down. I'd grab it if I were you, said by none other than Stephen King himself. I think I'm going to pass on that one for right now. For mental health, sanity purposes. A goose. A goose. Not the Animorphs ones, because I have so many other ones to read before those. What is with all the fucking horror? Okay. Next up, Things. Holy fuck. That Should Stay Buried. Yes. By Casey L. Bond. I cannot read that easily. Like that font, that, all like the extra. Well, that doesn't work super well for my eyeballs. There's quite a few here that I'm pretty sure are like Owl Crate and Fairy Loot ones. And I stopped getting Owl Crate and Fairy Loot boxes in 2019, I want to say. It's 2025, and I haven't gotten some of these. So, this is why I'm doing this shit, okay? I keep getting new ones, and I keep putting off other ones. We're in a read what you own era, while also still buying new books. Speaking of, I was going to go book shopping this weekend. I ended up getting one, but The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I'm in a hockey romance kind of mood, which is unfathomable to me as a Canadian who went to high school with a bunch of hockey players. Fucking hated them. I never was into it because it just reminded me of that. But now here we are reading hockey romances. I got it yesterday and I finished it this morning. That's not going to be added to the list here. And if I don't finish this today, am I going to the... No, because we got to bring our car in to get tires fixed tomorrow. So I will not be going to the bookstore. Maybe I'll add any new books into the mix, like as I get them, but like that won't be part of this video if all goes fucking well to Book Silo. And here we are, another horror one. Into the Sublime by Kate A. Borman. I'll be haunted by this one for months, it says on the top. And I mean, like, at least it's short, but like something about the description of broken monsters was just, I couldn't do it. It was, because there was an audiobook for it at the one library here. And I read the description and I got the heebity jeebities. Like, my jeebies were heebied. So I regretfully passed on that one. But the other ones, like the descriptions, they didn't do that to me. So I will attempt. What in the fuck? What are you doing? Oh! You pass the ball, you screen away. If you can't think, you can't play, you meathead. Words to live by from my brother's high school basketball coach. Yeah, if there's ever like a horror book that comes up in this and I am just not in the right headspace, I'll maybe just skip it for the next month or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Fuck! These fish sticks are hard as tits! Ooh, this one's ugly. This is an ugly job. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly. Dunzo, Washington. Who texted me? Husband. And Duolingo. You know what? Good for you keeping a perfect streak all of March. Couldn't be me. I don't know if these next two are a duology or if it's a trilogy or something. I will cross that bridge when I get to it. Taken and Frozen by Aaron Bowman. I don't know. It could be a duology. Could be a trilogy. Could be a full fucking series. Who knows? Not me. Is that a herd of elephants or is that my middle child? He is in a cry first, ask questions later kind of mood. Alright, let's finish this one. Now he's upsetting his brother too. And the third one is sleeping. So let's try and keep everybody fucking chill. I'll be back. 17 minutes uninterrupted. Not fucking bad. Well, I ended up going up there to lay down with the kids for a little, because the little one's sleeping. I ended up falling asleep too for about like 40 minutes. So me and the buns, the big one and the little one, we fell asleep. And the middle one is watching a show. So the buns are still asleep. My mom's gonna do this. Where was I? Oh yeah, Frozen. The sequel to Taken. Are there more of these? Couldn't fucking tell you. Rockin' and or rollin'. And that battery is almost fucking dead. Of course. I left some of the Shannara books up there because I have 3 of them. They are not in order. I want to collect all of those ones and then binge it probably for a vlog or something when I get to that. Then I've got The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. Yeah. I've never read this. Somehow I missed the craze back in 2015 when it came out. And then like they made the movie and I still never got around to it. 2012. Shit, yeah. And like that was peak time for that shit. Oh my god. Like what? I would have been first year university. That was when Hunger Games was really big too. What was I doing with myself? Not reading this. Like I would have fucking loved it back in the day. Next up, I've got The Comeback Summer by Allie Brady. This was one of the many, many books I have that were like in the 3 for $10 pile at Indigo. And I just wanted new books and I didn't want to pay full price for books in Canada because I didn't want to go bankrupt. So I was just grabbing up any 3 for $10s that sounded remotely interesting, which is why I now have almost 200 books on the TBR once again. Here comes a child. 6 minutes before a child came and needed my attention. Alright. Kid wants sandwiches. We're Gucci. And I've got other batteries charging. Woo! We are doing the damn thing. Next up is Sisterhood Everlasting by Anne Brashares. The sequel to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Quartet. I'm anxious about that one. I was obsessed with Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants in grade school. Like, I mean, I have had 2 copies of the second book that have literally fallen apart. I've read them so many times. Like 2 separate copies. So, I'm nervous to see if this holds up. What the fuck is that sound up there? Oh, he's dicking around with a toy. Okay, we're good. Then, we've got Plain Jane and the Mermaid by Vera Brosgol, which is a graphic novel. A middle grade graphic novel, I believe, from one of the Macmillan Happy Hours. I don't love graphic novels, but I will get through that quickly when I come to it. So, yeah, you win some, you lose some. What in the fuck? There's supposed to be a big thunderstorm coming later, like wind gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour, which is more than we usually see. Like, usually peak at like 90 for gusts during thunderstorms. So I'm planning on making a large fucking tea and doing this and reading a book, and hopefully the kids are asleep. Alright, next up we've got Happily Ever Afters by Elise Bryant. Again, this has been around for a long time. I'm not even going to say that anymore because most of these books have been around for like well over a year. Sound like a broken fucking record over here. Next up is Bodega Cats by Hilda Eunice Burgos and illustrated by Ciara Faison, also from a middle grade preview, and I just can't fucking read right now. The brain to mouth communication for reading and speaking and thinking is just not there. Oh no, this isn't a graphic novel, but it's got illustrations. And they're super cute, and it's about cats. So, I think I'm gonna love it. I keep thinking I'm hearing thunder, but it's just my child standing on a fire truck, rolling it back and forth with his foot. And not on the actual wheels part, it's on the side, so it sounds like thunder rumbling. Oh, this child. He is adorbs. Alright. That batch is done. This works. Okay. So, next up, I've got 3 of the books in the Graceling series. I don't know what it's actually called. Graceling, Fire, and Bitter Blue by Kristen Cashore. I know there's at least one more of these. I have been looking for them at a used bookstore near me. The Goodwill bookstore, actually, which is a treasure trove, usually. So I'm really excited to get into these. I wanted to wait to get all of them and binge them, but I think I'm just gonna fucking deal with it if I pick one of these. I'm kind of regretting putting that other Taken book in there because who knows when I'll get to it. I should not have done that. I should have only put the first book. That's what I said I was gonna do. Damn it. Okay, that one is gonna be fucked whenever that happens. The rest of them, I'm gonna put these off to the side for sequels and whatnot, because if I pull the first book, I'm going to read the rest of the books that I have in the series. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. So any that I've done before then, disregard whatever the hell I was doing because I was stupid. I've got pregnancy brain mixed with mom brain mixed with ADHD brain. So we are firing on like no cylinders ever here. So I cannot be held responsible for the silly shit that I do. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. Actually, so that's a lie. Anyways, then I've got Common Criminals by Uncommon Criminals. I can't fucking read. Oh my god. Uncommon Criminals. Yes. No, I genuinely cannot read. By Allie Carter, the second book in the Heist Society series. I don't know if it's more than the 2 books. I couldn't tell you. I read Heist Society a very long time ago. And I didn't realize, or I didn't remember that there were other books. And I never got around to it. Okay. And then we've got another one of these. I don't remember which one is first here. Paparazzi Princess and There's No Place Like Home by Jen Kalanita, part of the Secrets of My Hollywood Life series. I've read the first several, I think 3, maybe 4. I think there might be another one in this too. Not sure, but I'm only gonna grab one of these, and whichever one is first, like when I get to that, I'll get to it, but I'm only wrapping one, and I do not have the mental bandwidth right now to figure out which one is first. So we're just gonna wrap a random one and deal with it. Alright, what is next? I need to start moving these off the desk because what the fuck? Well, it's now almost 10 o'clock. I just finished the bedtime routine with bath time and teeth and everything because of everybody and their mother taking a nap. Because, yes, I also took a nap with the kids. So I'm gonna eat my dinner. It was absolute chaos and I couldn't sit down and eat with everybody earlier. All of the kids are still awake and everybody has school or daycare tomorrow. So I'm just gonna wrap my little books here and pretend that that's not happening. And my husband's still at work for another like 40 minutes. Let's hope that somebody falls asleep soon and it's not me. Let's get back to this. Let me see. I need to see if these ones are on Kindle Unlimited, because if so, these next ones I will add into the list. Because I don't have a bunch of these books that are in the series. They are not. Okay. So, I'm going to leave these to the side until I get the rest of the books. Those were the PC Cast ones. I don't remember what the series is called, but Divine by Choice and Elfame's Choice and Bridget's Quest. Those ones are the ones that I have. But I will be skipping them. However, the next one is Loved by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. It's a House of Night Otherworld book. And since this is the first one and I don't have any other ones, I will add this one in. I've been wanting to do a House of Night reread. I've never read the last, 2 books. So I was fucking obsessed with those books in high school. So I'm actually excited for this one. I wonder if it's as eventful as the original series. Next up is The Killing Floor by Lee Child, the first Jack Reacher book. I'm iffy about that one for personal reasons. And I just don't want to think about that right now. So whenever I get to that book, I will explain why. So tune in. Stay tuned. Whatever words are. I couldn't fucking tell you what words are at this point in the night. At any point in the night, let's be honest. Dinner break. Next up is The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. I have the first 3 books. There are 2 more books. And because I have them in order, I'm just going to add these in and then keep the other 2 off to the side for whenever this one comes up. And hopefully by then, I get the other 2 and I can just binge the fuck out of this. Fingies crossed. Ooh, memory card was full. This one has 20 minutes or something on it before this one's full too. So let's see how many we can speed through here. Next up is Flamecaster by Cinda Williams Chima. This has been on my TBR since 2017 when it came out, because when I got this I didn't realize that it was the first book in a sequel series, and I just finished that original series, the 7 Realms series by Cinda Williams Chima. One of my favorite ones, underrated as fuck, so I can finally get around to this one. It's been almost a decade. This has been on my TBR. I remember before we moved into our first house, I got this when I started dating my husband. And we started dating in 2016. This has been around since before the beginning of my booktube channel. This predates You're a Book Nerd, Zoe. Holy fuck. That's a lifer. Jeez Louise. Then, this is the first book in a new series, so this one I can add. We have Children of Ragnarok by Cinda Williams Chima. a Norse retelling, which I'm very excited for. I love that shit. Oh, barely enough. When did this book come out? Because this says it's only $23.99 in Canada. 2022. I'm curious to see what it would be at the store today, because that just seems very low. Because books in Canada are criminally expensive. Next up is The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. Why did I only grab one that time? That was stupid. Then I've got Ghost of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, Maureen Johnson, Kelly Link, and Robin Wasserman. This time. I'm thinking that because it's not like an actual just story, it's a collection of the short stories, that I'm fine putting both these in and reading them at separate times. That also just feels right. Next, I've got A Poison, Dark and Drowning, and A Sorrow Fierce and Falling by Jessica Cluess. I still have not figured that one fucking out. I have the first book, A Shadow Bright and Burning. This one is the third one, so I'm just gonna put the one in the pile, and then I will binge the three of them. I think there might be a fourth one. I think I've seen a fourth one around. I could be lying. I could just be making all that up. Then I've got several Harlan Coben books. 6 Years, Hold Tight, and The Woods. I don't think these are interconnected, so I'm going to do all three. Yeah, those are the only ones I have. Am I going to run out of fucking paper here by the end? Only time will tell. This next one, How to Find a Princess by Alyssa Cole, is the second book in the Runaway Royals series. I don't have the first one. Like, technically they're standalones, like interconnected standalones, but I really don't like doing that. Like reading one or without reading them out of order, or just like skipping one. I really don't like doing that. So I'm gonna put this one to the side, and once I get the first one, then I will do that one. Next, I've got books 2, 3, and 4 in the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. Enchantress Returns, Who Are You? A Grim Warning, and Beyond the Kingdoms. I have the first one. I've read the first one. There are several other books after this, I think. So I don't have the full series, but I have in order up to what I've got. So I will be doing the first one and then binging the other ones, and hopefully by the time I get to that, I've got more of them. And then Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch by Cody Crowley. I love that title. This one was sent to me by who? I don't remember. No, by Disney Publishing. Yes. So thank you to Disney for sending me this. This is going to be short. This is going to be sweet. Not sweet at all. With a title like Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch, but that is a fan-fucking-tastic title, so I'm here for it. I think I can fit one or two more in before this memory card dies too. Next up is The Ruining by Anna Collmore. A sexy thriller. Alright, memory card's gonna die. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There. Not gonna die, it's gonna be full. Definitely not finishing this shit tonight, but hopefully soon. I'm gonna finish eating this and then I will be back sometime soon. We'll see. Hopefully tonight, but if not, tomorrow with fresh memory cards. Never mind. I forgot I had a third memory card. It's been a while since I've done this. Can you tell? I'm gonna do this for 10 more minutes. And then my husband's gonna be home. He's gonna shower. I'm gonna finish with the kids' lunches. And then we're gonna watch The Office. And it's gonna be fantastic. I don't know which one's the first one and this one. Again, none of these. Okay, I've got 4 Clive Cussler books. I can never say that name. I always want to say Clive Cussler. Couldn't fucking tell you. Pacific Vortex, Mediterranean Caper, Iceberg, and Atlantis Found. None of these will be going in this pile because there are 8,000 Dirk Pitt books and I want to read them in order. And I've been looking for them at the used bookstore. Finding them every so often, but not a priority right now. Next up is a Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. I'm super excited to get into that one. I remember when that came out, and everybody loved it, and I forgot it existed. Next up, I've got 2 books in the Waterfire saga by Jennifer Donnelly. Rogue Wave and Dark Tide. I read Deep Blue years ago, and I loved it. Finally, I'm picking up other books in the series. I don't know how many more there are, but I know that there's not just the 3. So this one is book 3. I will stick book 2 in this. Son of a mother's lover. One more. We're gonna end here. Oh my god. I stepped on a pumpkin. Last one I'm gonna do today. Maybe a few more after when my husband's settling down from work, but I gotta go make our lemon and honey hot water tea things. And then finish eating. No, not this one. Shit, I can't do this one. This is Devoted by Hilary Duff, but the first book is Elixir, and I have not read that one. I remember when these came out, and I was iffy. I should have got it. I'm gonna put this one aside. Because I no way in fuck can I not read the first one. That was so graceful. Okay, so last one for real. Sadie on a Plate by Amanda Elliott. Yeah, why can't I read at all right now? Holy cannoli. Alright, that's it for real because now it's 10:31. Son of a dingus! I dropped out of the top 5 in my Duolingo. I need to finish that. I need to move up in the league. So I've done at least a third of the books, which is decent progress. I'm gonna try and finish a bunch tomorrow after I get the last kid on the bus, and I'll have about 4 hours to do this because I don't have any appointments except for bringing the car in, but my husband's gonna do that, and I'll be here by myself. Go team! Finishing this tomorrow on March 31st. Let's do this! I believe in myself. Hello. It's Tuesday. No, it's Monday. Monday. It's the last day of March. I almost said April. Fucking no. Anyways, I've got like 20 minutes before my oldest gets off the bus. One of the kids is sleeping, one of the kids is watching a show. So I've got some time. My husband is working late tonight. So I will have time after. I did not get anything done in the 4 hours that I had child-free in this house. There was a couple things I wanted to do. I did one of the things, and then I napped. So productive, but I didn't get to any of this. So I'm gonna do it now. These are not in order, but whatever. Let's get to it. Not you. Bewitching by Alex Flynn. Beastly is the first one. I don't have Beastly. I've never read it. I'm gonna put this to the side until I find Beastly. Shit, this one too? Silence by Becca Fitzpatrick. The third book in the Hush Hush series. I don't know what the second one is. Crescendo. I see that one at the used bookstore all the time. So I am going to put this to the side and hopefully go this week and see if I can find. Are you fucking kidding me? Next up is The Office BFFs by Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey. The companion to The Office. We are currently in the middle of watching The Office for the first time. 7 or 8 episodes into season 6. I'm going to put this to the side until we finish the show because I don't want to spoil more than what's already been spoiled for me because the show's been done for so long. But as soon as we finish the show, this is going into the mix. I don't want to skip anything. I don't want to spoil anything. Last one that this is going to happen in a row. Why so many in a row here? Master of Furies by Raymond E. Feist, the third book of the Firemain saga. I have the first one. I was sent this one by Harper Voyager years ago. Thank you so much for that. I don't have the second one though. You know what? No, I'll get the audiobook. We're going to add this one in. Beautiful. Because I can't keep dealing with this not putting stuff in. Business. Hi, Bubs. Can you stop eating my pumpkin down there? My dude? Then, I've got A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. This was from, oh my god, 2022 I think that's been on. This is from Book of the Month. 2021. Shit. When I had a Book of the Month sponsorship. Shout out to Book of the Month for sponsoring 2 of my videos back in the day when I was actually posting shit. Maybe one day again. We'll see. If I start posting shit. On the reg. I just said on the reg. Oh my god, I'm old. Whatever, it's fine. What? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, my bulb. I forgot to put a bra on earlier, and let me tell you, not a smart idea. At almost 20 weeks pregnant. Next up, not you, because you're a sequel. I've got The Black Witch and The Iron Flower by, who the hell is this by? Laurie Forrest. These have been here for a long time, but I'm gonna do this one and put this one off to the side and do a little bingy poo. If I pick that. Is there a third book? I don't know. Hey, Bubs. Please don't start scratching shit. Thank you kindly. Sir, what did I say about the not scratching? Can we make that happen? And continue to not scratch? You slut! You know what? It's the last day of March. Whatever. You can scratch up March. So, why you... Don't snort into my tea. You crackhead. What in the name of God is that tape job? Garbage. Anyways, next up, I've got a full trilogy. Yes! I am so excited. Like, look at these thick ass bitches. Oh my god. So, I've got Fall of Giants. Are you number 2? Winter of the World. Yes, and Edge of Eternity, all by Ken Follett. I'm so excited. I am so excited for when these ones happen. Okay, yeah, you're the first one. You two are going off to the side because you know why. You know what you did. I'm very excited to get to these. I like big books, and I cannot lie. Okay, Bubsy, you're really tripping me out now. My gums are taking a fucking beating with this tape. Oh my god. I could cut it, you know, but that would just make life too easy. Mother of God. Mother of God. Okay. Next up is Beautiful Wild by Anna Godberson. This is the first book in a new series. Standalone? I have no idea. But it's definitely the first book because it's an arc. From a long time ago. 2020. Oh boy. Okay, now we're rushing and now it's not looking nice. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Come on. Did Phil Dunphy teach you nothing? Oh my goodness. Next up is Destiny's Twins, the last book in the Twitches series. This one's going off to the side until I find books 8 and 9. This is my favorite series from when I was a kid, and I never got around to it. Mostly because I had to hide it in a shoebox in my closet so my mom wouldn't donate them because I was too old for them. And I forgot that I had them until after the books were not in stores anymore. Because my memory has always been top tier. So I need to find the other 2 and then I can finally finish the series. It's a long time coming, alright? I'm so excited for that. Next up is The Library of Borrowed Hearts by Lucy Gilmore. I love this cover. I'm a big fan. I like books about books. I'm gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Fucking song's been stuck in my head all day. Why? No. I actually don't know where I heard it that set this off, but I heard it. And here we are. You bitches. I don't even know which ones. Next up, I've got Dragonfly and Amber and The Fiery Cross by Diana Gabaldon. 2 books in the Outlander series. This is number 2. This is number like 5 or 6 maybe. So because I don't have all of them, I've read the first one. But this is one that I want to like binge the entire thing. I might do audiobooks for these ones. But Yeah, no, these are definitely going to be at the library. Some of the other series, like the older ones that I know are not going to be at the library because I've checked before. So these ones I'm going to do Dragonfly and Amber because it's the second one. And then Fiery Cross will go off to the side. And if I get to these, I'm going to binge the audiobooks for the entire series in one go. Which could be a poor choice that I'm making. Because I remember listening to the first audiobook and I thought it was like kind of slow and that I might have liked it better reading the physical book. Or it might have been backwards. It was a long time ago. So I truly couldn't fucking tell you. But we'll find out. Once again, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Is that one of my bobby pins? You fuck. Alright. I have like 3 minutes. Next up, I've got Blood and Fury by Tessa Gratton and Justina Ireland, the sequel to Chaos and Flame, which took me about 1,000 years to read, but I finally got there in the end. And like, it was okay. I had to listen to the audiobook. Alright, well, oldest came home from school, and he fell asleep within 20 minutes, which is very unlike him. I think he's not feeling good, so I'm going to take advantage of this quiet time. Youngest is still asleep. Middle one is playing quietly with toys. So, I've got free time during the day to do this. Very weird to me. Anyways, Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. I love that cover. I love the shiny pink, like the rose gold. Gorgeous. Obsessed. Next up is The Walled City by Ryan Groudon. I think this is standalone. Stand alone. Bubsy, enough with the scratching the couch. Okay. More than enough of that. And then I've got The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. I'm gonna be honest. This is one of the books why I was like, I need to do something like this because not one I would ever gravitate towards on my own. Because one, I have no interest in John Green's books, but this is one of the Book of the Month ones from that sponsorship. Two, it's nonfiction. Like it's a collection of essays. Not something I'm super into, but I've got it. And I've got a thing about not unhauling books, and I'm going to try and read all of them that I have, because I've got the room for them, and, like, I want to try to branch out and see, but, like, not something I would gravitate towards on my own. So, I will be forced to stop being a little bitch and read this whenever the number comes out. Whatever number it may be. Ooh! I'm very excited about these next two. Next up are Belle of the Brawl and Top of the Feud Chain by Lacey Harrison. These are books 3 and 4 in the Alphas series, a spin-off of The Click. I've read the first two. I've been looking for these ones forever. I finally found them! Yes. So Belle of the Brawl I'll be reading. That one I'll be putting to the side. I love TV-related tantrums so much. They bring so much joy to my day. Anyways, when I get to this book, the Alphas Click one, I think I will be doing a full binge reread of The Click and then the Alpha series. I was obsessed with The Click. I've read this whole series probably 5 or 6 times, and like the earlier books at least 20 times. And for any fans of The Click, I don't know if you've heard, but Lacey Harrison is doing an adult version of The Click, like them as 30-year-olds or whatever it's gonna be. I'm very fucking excited about this. Very excited. This is several dreams come true. So, now all we need is movies for the rest of the books. And I'll be happy. A girl can dream. A girl can dream. Next up is Hearts That Cut by Kika Hatsopoulou, the sequel to Threads That Bind. I listened to the audiobook for that last year, and I liked it. So I'm going to try and find the audiobook for that one and reread the first one and then this one whenever I get around to that. Fuck, that one hurt my gums. Next up is The Blue Hour by Paula Hawkins. I'm very curious because I just read Into the Water over the summer and it took me a couple tries because I started reading the physical book and it was decent, but I didn't find myself going to pick it up. I was just reading other stuff and I liked it, but I don't know why. So I picked up the audiobook and it took me a few tries to get the audiobook going too. Like I just wasn't gravitating towards it. And I ended up liking the book quite a bit. But right book, wrong time, maybe? I don't know. So I'm curious to see if that happens with this one. I need to move these books. There are too many here. I just realized I really fucking fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't taken really updated pictures of the TBR with everything that I've gotten recently. And I like to do that so when I go to the used bookstore, I know what books I have so I'm not buying duplicates because it's happened a few times when I didn't take updated pictures and then I went and then I've got like 3 copies of the same book. Shit, these ones are fine. But the rest of them, for some of the series, but I've got other books and it might be fine. It might be fine. It's probably not going to be fine, but really not that big of a deal in the long run. Anyways, oh, this fucking book. The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins. I started reading this in 2022. Yeah, because we went to Nova Scotia. I was reading it at my brother's house when I was pregnant with my youngest. It's fucking weird. And like I was kind of enjoying it, kind of not. And then I forgot to keep reading it when we got back from Nova Scotia. Because we got back on like the Monday or the Tuesday. And then I ended up taking a train to Toronto on the Friday for my middle sister-in-law's bachelorette. Because we went up to Prince Edward County. So I did a trip from Ontario to Nova Scotia and then back like a week later. And then less than a week later, I went from Essex County area to Toronto and then drove up to Prince Edward County and then drove back and then trained back to home, all while like 5-6 months pregnant. That was a lot of traveling for a prego, let me tell you. And it was my birthday when I got on the train too to go to Toronto. I spent my whole birthday on a train, basically, which was fun because I got to listen to Midnights. That released on my birthday, which was an excellent birthday present, I must say. And then I got a lot of reading done, and I plotted the book that I'm working on right now. So all in all, a good trip. But I forgot to keep reading this fucking book because I was exhausted. And I wasn't like loving it. But I need to know what happens. Because I have a sickness. It's called nosy bitchitis. Main symptom, I cannot DNF a book or a movie or a show or anything. I will eventually go back to what I was consuming. Is this book 2 or is this book 3? Because if this is book 3, then we're fucked. This is book 3. The Revenge of the Dwarves by Marcus Heights. I have the first book, The Dwarves. This is book 3. I'm going to put this to the side until I find book 2. And then we'll do that. Then I have Fiona and Jane. Fiona and Jane by Jean Chen Ho. I always mix up the Jane and the Jean. We're doing great. Another book of the month that I never got around to. Beautiful! Is this a trilogy? This might be a trilogy, might be one more after this. I'm not 100% sure. But I have Lullaby and Title by Amanda Hawking. The first one, Wake, I read God knows when. But I've got this one. We'll put this one to the side for the reasons. There might be another book after that. Couldn't tell you. Will I find out right now? No, I won't, because I need to keep going. Oh, it's folded. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly. All right. Next up is Recreated by Colleen Hook. Hawk. I did learn the pronunciation once, but then I have since forgotten. This is the sequel to Reawakened. Yes, I have Reawakened. I don't know how many more are after this one, but I've got that one, so I'll read both. Next up is Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hook. No, Tiger's Destiny. Shit, is this the last one? It is. Damn it. Okay, no, this one's going to the side because I read, yes, I have Tiger's Curse, and then there's Tiger's Quest, Tiger's Voyage, and then this one. I need to find the other Tigray books, and then I will get to that. Next up is Redemptor by Jordan Afueco. I have read Ray Bear, and I really liked it. Once again, is that a duology? Is it a trilogy? Is there... There are so many questions that I have not had answered for myself because I have not bothered to look. But I'm very excited for this one. Whee! Okay. Next up is You Don't Want to Know by Lisa Jackson. One of the shiniest fucking books known to mankind. Oh, this book has been on here for a very long time. I do believe that I am going to have to unhaul a book. What? This is, oh boy, this is unprecedented for me because I've only ever done like one unhaul video. I don't, like I said, I don't like unhauling books. I don't do it. However, this one I will not be able to read because I will lose my mind. I will actually go insane. I will go into the biggest panic spiral of my life reading this. Because in Ava's dreams, her son, Noah, looks just the way she remembers him, a sweet 2-year-old. And he would be 4 now, but he went missing and everybody believes that he drowned. There's some shit going on with that. Number one, I cannot read anything with kids going missing or whatever like that. Like, and a mother, her family, her psychologist, they know more than they're saying. They're lying to her about a child. I cannot handle that. More specifically, my middle son is named Noah, and he'll be 4 this summer. So, with my luck, this would come up around the time that he turns 4. Respectfully gonna have to fucking decline. No, thank you. Like even just that description is really fucking with me. Because now I'm thinking about, okay, no, we're done. I'm gonna start crying. Just give me a minute here.
A few moments later.
You know how I know that book has been on this TBR for far too long? I don't remember anything about that synopsis. And I would have picked that up. It was from a friend that I worked with at my old job. Him and his wife were getting rid of a bunch of books that they had. And they gave me like 3 or 4 boxes full of books. That's where most of these books come from, actually. That and another old friend. That would have been pre-2019. I think it would have been around 2017, actually, before we started trying for kids. And my son was born in 2021. So, like, I didn't remember any of that. No way in fuck would I have picked it up after we decided to start trying for kids. Especially after we had our first one. Anyways, I don't even want to look at that book anymore. I can't. We're going to move on to The Handbook for Cool Moms by Alexandra Jassim and Nikita Stanley. I've read about half of this book and then I put it down and forgot. But I remember it being like actually pretty funny. So we'll get to that one. That's another one. I wonder if it'll pop up in August when buttons do. Also, we're calling this baby Button. If you've been around on my channel and you remember any of this, just, you know, ignore me. But we have nicknames for each of the children while they are in utero because I'm Greek and I'm very, very superstitious. And it's bad luck to use the baby's name before the baby's born. And I think we've settled on a name. I'm very excited. We haven't settled on a middle name though. And only very few people will know the name before the baby's born. Just to reduce the amount of people potentially using the name. Like I said, this one is Button. My oldest was Boop. And then we had Bean. And then we had Squish. And the two that I miscarried before my oldest were Sprout and Bug. And Button the last one. For now. Likely. Oh, my dentist. My dentist, I had an appointment earlier last week. And the hygienist, the dentist, the receptionist are all like, let us know when you find out. And I forgot to tell them on Friday. And then I meant to call them this morning and forgot. So I got a text from the office saying, hey, it's us. What are you having? 4 whole boys. Oh my god. Anyways. Next up is The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin, book 2 in the Broken Earth trilogy. I don't have the third one. But I will likely buy it even new from the store when I pick this one up because I'm gonna need to binge this. I've had a very weird relationship with this series. The first time I read the 5th season, I fucking hated it so much. It was awful. The book was smarter than me. The book is smarter than me. I had no fucking clue what was going on. And then I reread it so I could read this one. And I never ended up getting to this one. I don't know why. And things made so much sense. And I fucking loved it. 5-star book. Hands down. Although there is a scene with a child near the end of the first book that I still think about and get really anxious about. So I might skip that whole scene on this subsequent reread. Because it stuck with me in the worst possible way. So, we'll see. But I'm very excited for the rest of the series because, holy shit. Once I reread it and I saw the light, very invested. Very much invested. It's so fucking good. Next up is I Found You by Lisa Jewell. Yeah, see now with like thrillers and stuff and mysteries, I need to absolutely make sure that none of it involves children. Because I am not emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, nutritionally stable enough for any of this. So. Next up is The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, the sequel to Truly Devious. I read that one and really liked it. And I've been looking for the rest of the books, so I'm probably going to just do this one first and then, like, I'll get to the other ones when I get to them. If I can find them before I get to this one, beautiful. If not, beautiful. I might have to switch to wrapping paper, because I don't know if there's going to be enough of this shit. We shall see. We shall see. This is going to be the longest fucking video. Why did I choose such a long video for my first one back? You know? I couldn't tell you. Next up, this one is not going to be wrapped. The Dragon Reborn by Robert Jordan, one of the Wheel of Time books. Which one? The third one, I believe. My goal is to get all of them, in these covers specifically, and then binge the entire series. So that one's going to be going off to the side for now. And then I've got a fuck ton of books in one series here by Julie Kagawa. The Iron Fae series. I don't remember the order. We've got the Iron Knight, Iron Legends, the Iron Legends, rather, the Iron Daughter, and the Iron Queen. The Iron King, I think, is the first one. Yeah, the Iron King is the first one. And it's like a Midsummer Night's Dream fantasy retelling. I really like the first one. I want to say the second one is the Iron Queen, but I could be lying. The Iron Daughter is the second one. So I'll wrap this one, and then the other ones will go over here. And then there is The Lost Prince, which is part of the Iron Fae, like Call of the Forgotten sequel series. So this one I'm going to leave off to the side too, because I don't want to start the sequel series before starting this and finishing it, because that just seems silly. And then I've got Inferno, the sequel to Talon. No, this is the, oh shit, this is the last one. Well, fuck a duck. This is the last book in the Talon series by Julie Kagawa. I guess I will be looking for the other ones. Talon, Rogue, Soldier, Legion, and then Inferno. Who knew? Not me. Then we've got The Frozen Crown by Grace Kelly. No, not Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly.
By Greta Kelly. And then I've got Lying Out Loud by Cody Keplinger, the sequel to The Duff, which I loaned to a friend years ago and never got back. R.I.P. So I will be trying to find that one. I remember kind of what happened, and it's not like as imperative that I read the first one again before I get to this one, because it's like just a short contemporary and it's not like a thick ass fantasy book where a lot's going on. I remember seeing the movie for The Duff when it came out, and it was so fucking garbage compared to the book. Like, they changed so much, and it was just a completely different story. Like, just write a new story. Write a new script at that point. Why you gotta do stupid shit? That is a pet peeve of mine. Alrighty, Ruthers! We are almost done with the books that are from this back shelf. And then I've got two of the wide Billy bookshelves. The bottom, like the Billy bookcases, the very bottom shelf, two of those are full of TBR too. So we are well over halfway done. I have Daring Time by Beth Carey. I have Origin by Jessica Khoury. Then I've got Vitro by Jessica Khoury. Oh yeah, we are running out of this paper. Okay, just these other ones, and then we're gonna go check on the children, because at least one of them woke up. Where did I put that wrapping? Do I have any left? I might be fucking. Then I've got Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. My hair has been so cute this whole day. Oh my god. Like, I feel like a little Krusty the Clown moment going on. Hashtag love it. One more. I'm going to check on the kids. Then I've got The Beholder by Ryan LaSala. No, not The Beholder. Just Beholder. With a big spider looking thing on the front. So I'm already terrified. Alright. I'm going to go check on the children. I will be back shortly. Okay. Everyone is being good for right now. Everyone's chilled out. I'm going to do this for a few minutes and then go make dinner. What am I going to make? I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so cold down here. Next up, I have Heist Royale by Kavion Lewis. The sequel to Thieves Gambit, which was decent. It was pretty good. Was it worth a, what was it, a 7-figure deal or something? That's not for me to say. Once lost it. Alright. Next up is The Guardians of Eastgate by Sherry LeClaire. This one has been around for quite some time because oh my goodness, I read this book a long time ago. I was still working at Chrysler. So 2017, this would have been. I read it. I didn't like it. I gave it a very low rating on Goodreads because it felt like it was a first draft. It was like an outline. It was very much tell, don't show. And I didn't like it. So the author reached out to me and said, hey, I saw your review. That was a first edition. I edited this book like heavily Would you like to read it? And she's also this one guy I worked with. It was her, she's his cousin. So that's why I got the book in the first place. So I was like, sure, why not? So we'll see. I'm interested to see if the second edition is any better, if it's a second draft. But it was something else. They're playing. My oldest is in his room right above me, and the younger two are in my room over there. And it sounds like an actual herd of elephants, but they got down so they could play with their train set. They got like off the bed. They were watching a movie. Ooh, okay. I have Taliesin, I'm not 100% sure, by Stephen R. Lawhead. I'm very excited about this one. I was saving this to like get the other books in the series and binge them, but I guess we'll just read the first one and then I can reread it when I get the other ones. That is no skin off my back. Next up, I have Hood and Scarlet, also by Stephen R. Lawhead. The first two books in a Robin Hood retelling. This one I'm going to put to the side. I don't know how many books there are. Trilogy. I'll start these two. If I find the third one before I get to these, great. If not, I'll reread it. Them. When I find it. There we go. Words are very hard for me. This next one is actually I got for my husband. And I'm going to leave this one out just in case he does want to read it sometime soon. He's not a reader, so is it going to happen sometime soon? Likely fucking not, but I'm going to leave it out anyways. This one is Dead Wake by Eric Larson. Not something I would have ever picked up on my own, but I think something that he might be into. So we'll leave that to the side. Next up is Read at Your Own Risk by Remy Lai. Not a graphic novel, but like a notebook almost. Very reminiscent of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I never actually read, but one of my little cousins was super into when he was younger, and I remember it looking kind of like that. This one was also kindly sent to me by Macmillan Children's Publishing. Okay, next up we've got Wonderful Feels Like This by Sarah Lovestam. Forever on this TBR. Oh, this bitch is lying to me, saying our cat's messaging him, saying that my husband's the best, not me. He says that our cat messaged him via BBM, Bubsy Berry Messenger, but in reality, that bitch is asleep over there, so he is not messaging him. He's lying to me. Anyways, next up, I have The Defiant and the Triumphant by Leslie Livingston, the sequels to The Valiant. I don't know if there's a fourth one. There might be. This one off to the side. This one will go into the fray. I read The Valiant years ago. Goodness, this bitch is roly-poly-oly. Not enough again. Holy fuck. What an embarrassment. These kids have been sleeping on and off all day, not feeling well. And now at almost 8:30, everyone is up and at 'em on a school night. Should take a nap right now to try and get ahead of that and prepare. Because I am not going to want to wake up and get them ready for school. And my husband is going to be out of commish because he's not going to be in bed until probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's going to need to sleep. Lovely. I really dislike how roly-poly this is. Next up is The Davenports by Crystal Marquis. The Davenports More Than This, rather. The sequel to The Davenports, which I really enjoyed. Next up is On Writing and Failure by Stephen March. I went to the release for this book at Biblioasis in Windsor, and I read most of it while I was waiting for it to start, because like it's very, very short, but I never got around to finishing it. Why? Couldn't tell you. Oh! And that's the end of that. It's like a scroll. Yeah. I need to go find some fucking wrapping paper. Okay, this is egregious. Like the book isn't even big enough for this amount of paper. Whatever, it's fine. And this actually works out so well. I'll explain why in a hot second poo. Alright, that one works out because the next two are Red Seas Under Red Skies and The Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch, books 2 and 3 in the Gentleman Bastards sequence? Saga? Sequence, yes. The first one is The Lies of Loch Lamora. I love that book. The first 100 pages were so fucking boring, but the rest of it, I like literally around page 100. I remember texting my friend and being like, this is so boring. Why am I doing this? But I wanted to push through because I really liked the premise. And after that, loved it. However, the fourth book, as of filming this right now, has not been announced. I guess Scott Lynch, the author, has been suffering really bad anxiety and like mental health crisis writing the fourth book. So I get it. Take your time, bud. But I am not going to be reading these until the fourth one comes out because I don't want to Game of Thrones myself again. Like they're staring at me right now. I still, actually, A Dance with the Dragons should be on the TBR because I haven't read it. Because I can't bring myself to do that. I've read the first 4 books. I cannot bring myself to read the 5th one, knowing that the 6th one will probably never happen. So I'm waiting. But I don't want it on the TBR because that's an even bigger reminder. Anyways, I'm going to go find this. I'm going to check on the kids one more time. More wrapping paper. Yes. Let's see. And I need a charger for my phone. Fuck a duck. Well, I wrapped one. And I didn't realize that it was recording. Was not recording, rather. 7 Rules for Breaking Hearts, I think this one was, by Kristen J. Miller. I literally just read it, and I don't even remember if that's 100% the title. Anyways, I found wrapping paper. That's, like, this is the least Christmassy one that I had. I have the last books from back here, and anyways, we're gonna just fly through this. Anyways, the next one is There's Something About Sweetie by Sonia Menon. The companion to When Dimple Met Rishi. Next up is The Towering Sky by Catherine McGee. This is the sequel to The 1000th Floor. For some reason, my brain, genius that is, I saw this one, and The 1000th Floor was right there too. And I was like, I'm just going to get the one for right now. And I thought this one was the first one. It's the second one. So, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get this one if I find it again. Because this was a few weeks ago. For right now, we're going to leave it off to the side. As well as the next one, which is Sins of Empire by Brian McClellan. Because when I grabbed this one, I did not look closely enough. I thought it was a separate series. Because it's the first book in the Gods of Blood and Powder series. I thought this was a separate series from the, what the fudge nuts is it called? The Powder Mage trilogy. Promise of Blood is the first one. But this is a sequel series, a spin-off series. I don't know exactly how it's connected, so I'm not going to read this one until I finish the Powder Mage trilogy. When will I get to that? I don't know. I don't have any of the other books, but I really liked it. Let's move on. We have 2 little shelves left, and then we're almost done. Beautiful. First up, we've got The Reunion by Kayla Olson. Then I've got The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary. Then I've got Sisters of the Snake by Serena and Sasha Nanua. They are twins, I believe. From, like, not far from where I'm from. So that's cool. Love some Canadian girlies up in this bitch. Then I've got Lord of the Fly Fest by Goldie Moldavsky. I wonder how similar that's going to be to Lord of the Flies, which I'm assuming this is like a retelling of Lord of the Flies or like something. And I remember vividly reading that in grade 11 and just being like, what the fuck? Where did the end go? Well, okay, what the fuck? Oh, there it is. Are we for serious? Thank you. Then we have Bittersweet in the Hollow by Kate Pearsall. I really like that cover. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I like it. Story of my life. I never know what the fuck's going on. but I'm here for a good time. Then I've got The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This one I know is going to mentally and emotionally ruin me when I get to it, so I will prepare accordingly. And then finally here I've got Painted Devils by Margaret Owen, the sequel to Little Thieves, a surprise standout favorite from 2023, might have been. Whenever the first Amazing Readathon was. My goodness, I loved it. Oh, that is not enough paper. What? Alright, whatever. It's fine. The whole thing's gonna be random anyways. Whatever. This one does not want to be wrapped. Alright, that's the last of this batch. Let's go get some more. Let's check on the children. We are so close. So close. Next up is The German Wife by Kelly Rimmer. Is that an arc? Yeah, that was an arc from 2022. Right on time. Next up is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes, the second book in the Fallen Kingdoms series. Falling Kingdoms. I don't know how many there are in this one, but I've read the first one, so I will include this one. Just barely not fine. Fuck. Next up is Pitch Perfect by Mickey Rapkin. I love this movie. I'm very curious to see what the book is like. Is that a laugh or a cry? That is a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old being fucking silly. Sounds like the exotic bird room at Colasanti's. If you're from Essex County, you know what I mean. Specifically Colasanti's, not like any other zoo I've been to. And it's not really like a zoo, but specifically at Colasanti's. Next up, is Swords and Boards, The Misadventures of Stonewall by Joe Ponick. This is a local author. I picked this up at my mother-in-law's, she does a craft and gift show she puts on. Lately they've been in LaSalle. She does them 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a year, depending on how many she's doing. And he was a vendor at the craft show. Saw it, had to get it. Are you fucking kidding me? Useless to me. I'm fucking losing my mind here. It's fine. So that was the shittiest roll of paper I've ever seen. I feel like that was a dollar store roll. Because, go on, girl, give us nothing. Literally, I'm not even counting that, but not nearly enough books. And it's just barely too small. Oh, pee coming! Oh, okay. I'll be back. Alright. There's less than 8 minutes left on that memory card. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we serious? Next up is Through Legend They Fall by Rachel Penley, someone I was in a writer's group with back in the day. Oh, that battery died too. Amazing. Next up, I have The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson, one of the Remnant Chronicles books. I've read The Kiss of Deception. This is the third book. I don't have the second one, so that's going to be off to the side. And then I have Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, the sequel to Dance of Thieves, which I don't have. So that's also off to the side. Let's get some more. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I don't want to be dealing with dead batteries right now. Okay, that's it. Then I have The House of Hades by Rick Riordan, one of the Heroes of Olympus books. This is not the first one, so that's off to the side. And then I've got The Trials of Apollo, the first book in the Hidden Oracle series. So I will add that one, but I need to go see why the child is crying. Alright, it's far too fucking late now. It's 11:30. Oh my god! One of the kids is still awake. I'm gonna finish doing this and then go to bed, because I'm gonna have to wake up and get everybody ready for daycare and school and whatnot. But what was I on? The Trials of Apollo. It's the first one in the series, so I will add that to the list. Next up, I've got... Oh, The Trials of Apollo is the series. Shit. The first one was called The Hidden Oracle. And then this is the second one, The Dark Prophecy. So that one's gonna go off to the side. And then I've got Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, which I think is a series also by Rick Riordan. The Hammer of Thor. Yeah, The Hammer of Thor is the title. This is the second book. I don't have the first book, so this is going to go off to the side. And then we're getting into the Nora Roberts books. Holy shit. I don't know how many of these I have. I need to grab all of these because these are out of order. I have the first two books in the Key trilogy, Key of Light and Key of Knowledge. So since I have both of them, I will add this first one to the list and then the second one off to the side. And again, if I find them at the used bookstore, I'll get them. There's so many Nora Roberts books there at all times. So I have books 1 and 3 in the Circle trilogy, Morgan's Cross and Valley of Silence. Since I don't have book 2 and I don't want to, this is one I want to kind of like binge altogether because I don't want to drag out the 8,000 Nora Roberts books. I'm going to put this one at the side until I find the second book. There we go. Words are so hard. I have Tribute by Nora Roberts. I think this is a standalone, so I'm just going to operate under the assumption that it's a standalone. And then I've got Stars of Fortune, the first book in the Guardians trilogy. I don't have any of the other ones, so I'm just going to put it on here. And when I get to the other ones, I get to the other ones. Go team. And then I've got Dance Upon the Air, the first book in the Three Sisters Island trilogy. As with the last one, I don't have any other ones, so we're adding it to the list. Then I've got The Witness by none other than Nora Roberts. I think that one's a standalone. Not 100% sure. And finally, I have, what the fuck is this? River's End by Nora Roberts. And like, I mean this in the most iconic way possible, but there is just something about Nora Roberts that reminds me of Sid the Sloth. Truly iconic. We are starting the last shelf. This roll's gonna run out as well. I've got Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. And then I've got one that's not going in this list here, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Again, until we have a publication date for the next book, I'm not doing that to myself. I bought the book and then I found out after about the Game of Thrones nature of the next books. So that's not happening for sanity purposes. Then I've got Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Myers Sane. Then I've got State of Sorrow by Melinda Salisbury. And I've got Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I almost forgot his name there. It's right in front of my face, too. Smooth move, Clash. Smooth move. I've been going through and like deleting old vlog footage from like the summer. So I've got like 20 minutes left on this memory card. And I think that's gonna be it. Anyways, I'm almost done here. I've got Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine. And then 4 Weddings and a Puppy by Lizzie Shane. Alright, those are done. My belly's itchy. Let's go get another batch. Next up is Natural Born Angel by Scott Speer. The sequel to Immortal City. I've read the first one. I don't know how many more there are in this series, duology, trilogy. Who the hell knows? Once again, not me. The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. I might read the Lord of the Rings trilogy when I get to that one. I might not. We'll see where the wind takes us. Next up is Spin of Fate by A.A. Vora. Then I've got Shigidi and the Brass Head of Obalufon by Wolf Talabi. Then I've got Ash's Cabin by Jen Wang. This book is like heavy. Oh my goodness. These are the last ones from the shelves. And then I've got a bag of books that I got the other day. I have 3 of the Black Dagger Brotherhood books by J.R. Ward. I've got Lover Reborn, Lover Unleashed, and Lover Mine. I don't know the order here, and I know they are not all in order. I've read the first one. These are all going off to the side because this is one that I want to get all of them and binge in one go. Then I've got To Best the Boys by Mary Weber. I started this one, I believe. I never finished it. I think I only got a few pages into it. And for years, like it's been years, I have thought that this title is To the Best Boys. I just want to let you in on my struggle with words. Because I don't know what the fuck they are. Then I've got Kisses, Codes, and Conspiracies by Abigail Heng Wen. Then I've got A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. Then I've got New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson. Then I've got Bright We Burn by Kirsten White, which is one of the And I Darken. It's the last book. So that's going off to the side. Not doing that. Then I've got It Had to Be You, the Gossip Girl prequel by Cicely von Ziegler. I don't know why I didn't read that one when I read the rest of it. Are you fucking kidding me? And I've got a bag full of books still here. Actually, you know what? I think that bag I'm not going to include. Yeah, this bag of books here, I'm going to show you what they are, but I'm not going to include them because I want to get through the books that have been sitting here forever before I start any new ones. So, I've got Talk Bookish to Me by Kate Bromley, The Stand-Up Groomsman by Jackie Lau, Something Wilder by Christina Lauren, Oathbound by Tracy Dion, and finally Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. And that. These two I'm going to read soon because of vlog purposes. But the rest and any other ones that are not part of series that are already included, I'm not going to include in this. And that's it. I will be numbering all of these tomorrow. I'm not fucking doing that right now. I want to go to bed. But that is it. And that is it. That's all of them. It was a journey. If you made it this long, congratulations. I love you so much. Let me know down below if you've read any of the ones, if you remember what they are, because there were so fucking many of them. Or if that's just too much, you don't have a lot of time, drop some hearts down below. Preferably purple ones, because that's my favorite color. All of my social stuff is linked down below. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. Go back and watch the other Couchmas videos if you have missed them. What is my arm doing up here this whole time? I don't even know. I love you awesome nerds, and I will see you in the next one for day 4 of Couchmas, which is a book haul. If you like indie authors, and you like romantasy and billionaire romance, and I don't even remember what else is in there, that video is for you. See you then.